Failure is impossible, not because fortune bends to desire, but because law is absolute. The same law that governs the tides governs the growth of your destiny. When you think, believe and act in the certain way, success follows as inevitably as dawn follows night. There is a science to achievement, an exact process by which the invisible becomes visible, the formless takes form, and thought turns to wealth. Every man or woman who aligns with this science will certainly prosper, for it is as exact as arithmetic, and failure is impossible. Whatever may be said in praise of poverty, the fact remains that it is not possible to live a truly complete or successful life unless one is rich. No man can unfold his soul, develop his mind, or express his highest potential unless he has abundance of the things he needs to use. Man develops in mind, body and spirit by making use of things, and to use things he must have money to command them. The object of all life is development, and everything that lives has the inalienable right to its fullest expansion. Man's right to life means his right to the unrestricted use of all that is necessary to his complete unfoldment. In other words, his right to be rich. To be rich does not mean to be content with a little, or to accept lack as virtue. The purpose of nature is the advancement of life. To be content with less than you are capable of enjoying or expressing is to violate that purpose. Every person should have all that can contribute to the power, elegance, beauty, and richness of life. To desire less is to dishonor the life that made you. The man who owns all he wants for the living of all the life he's capable of living is rich, and no man who has not plenty of money can have all he wants. It is therefore perfectly right that you should desire to be rich. The desire for riches is the desire for a fuller, larger, more abundant life, and that desire is praiseworthy. You cannot help it. It is life seeking greater expression through you. There is a science of getting rich, and it is an exact science like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws that govern the process of acquiring riches. Once these laws are learned and obeyed, anyone who applies them will get rich with mathematical certainty. The ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. Those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidentally, get rich, while those who do not, no matter how hard they work or how able they are, remain poor. Getting rich is not a matter of talent or environment or luck. It is a matter of law and order. The same cause always produces the same effect, and therefore anyone who can cause in themselves the right state of thought and action will inevitably produce the corresponding result. This certain way is born first in thought. There is a thinking substance from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. Man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon this formless substance, he can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. You are a thinking centre in a universe of thinking substance. You are not a leaf driven by chance. You are a mind endowed with the power to originate. As you think, you shape. As you believe, you move invisible forces to creation. To think truth, regardless of appearances, to think riches in the face of poverty, health in the midst of disease, success where others see failure, is the first act of mastery. To do so is hard, but the man or woman who sustains it becomes a mastermind. Faith, purpose, and gratitude form the trinity of creation. Behind your clear vision must be the definite purpose to realize it. And behind that purpose must be the invincible faith that what you desire is already yours. Faith does not beg, it affirms. Faith does not wait, it knows. Hold your thoughts steadily, never doubting that the power that made worlds can bring forth your vision through you. And as you think and act, be grateful. Gratitude keeps you in harmony with power. It aligns you with the source from which all good flows. The grateful mind is constantly fixed upon the best, and therefore it becomes the best, takes the form of the best, and receives the best. The more gratefully you fix your mind on the good you have, the more good will come to you. Gratitude is the bridge between your thought and its materialization. It is the prayer that never ceases, the acknowledgement that the universe is for you, not against you. But thought and faith are not enough, you must act. Thought is the creative power, but it must be supplemented by personal action. You must do all that can be done today. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are better, not when you feel inspired. Today. Do every day all that can be done that day, and do it efficiently. It is not the number of actions you take that matters, but the excellence of each act. Every act can be made strong and efficient by holding your vision while you're doing it and putting the whole power of your faith and purpose into it. Each day's success adds to the next. If every day is a success, you cannot fail to get rich. The man who does each day's work perfectly and keeps his faith unbroken builds momentum that cannot be stopped. You must also leave behind the thought of competition. You are not here to take what others have made. You are here to create what does not yet exist. The creative mind makes opportunities. The competitive mind only grasps what others have found. When you compete, you admit limitation. When you create, you declare abundance. You can advance only by being larger than your present place, and no man is kept down except by himself. The world advances only through those who more than fill their present places. Therefore, do not ask, "Who will give me permission?" Ask, "How can I give more value than I receive?" In this exchange of increase lies the secret of endless prosperity. You will meet appearances of failure, but never admit them as final. Never speak as though failure were possible. When disappointment comes, hold your faith. For what seems like failure is often success in disguise, a redirection, not a defeat. Keep your purpose firm and your gratitude steady, and the law will turn apparent loss into greater gain. Life is self-correcting to the mind that believes. The plan of action laid down in this science is simple, practical, and tested. It has been tried by those who acted upon it without fear or hesitation, and it has never failed. The process is exact. Begin by forming a clear and definite vision of what you want. Hold that picture constantly before your mind. Feel its reality. Believe that it is now yours. Then, every day, act as though it were. Speak only of progress. Think only of increase. Give thanks as if it were already done. The universe moves by faith-filled thought and purposeful action. When these are united, creation follows inevitably. You stand at the threshold of a greater life. The power that made galaxies waits upon your thought. The formless substance that fills the heavens listens for your command. Align your purpose with the purpose of life itself, which is the increase of living. Desire not idleness or indulgence, but the fuller expression of body, mind, and soul. Desire to live more, think more, love more, and give more. Seek wealth not to hoard it, but to serve life more completely. To deny yourself, this is to deny life itself. And so I say to you, think clearly, believe unwaveringly, act decisively, and give thanks continually. Let no appearance of lack, no voice of doubt, no circumstance of delay sway you from your certainty. The law is constant, and the power is infinite. The universe is for your advancement. When you act in the certain way, you place yourself in harmony with the creative intelligence that made all things, and through that harmony, all that you desire will come to you. Do this, and failure is impossible.